I want you to call Micah into your mind. I want you to think about him. I want you to see in your mind's eye his face, his eyes, the tilt of his head. I want you to hear his voice in your head. I just want you to come into his presence. Let yourself just fully remember him completely and fully. If he had a certain scent about him, I want you to experience that and just fully come into his presence right now. The tone of his voice, the texture of his skin, the look of his eye, everything. And not yet, but in just a moment, when I tell you to open your eyes, I'm going to ask you to speak to Micah as though he were here. And I'm going to ask you to first tell him where you are emotionally in your heart right now. Open your eyes and look at the chair and speak to Micah.
Oh. Mike, I'm so sorry. And I miss you so much. I'm just shattered. I want you here with me. It's very lonely. It's very lonely in our house without you coming around and without you being around your brother, and we miss you so much. And it's very easy to want to just stay in bed and not get up.
Believe that he can hear you and tell him about the love that you feel for him right now.
I love you, Micah. I have always loved you. When you were little, and when you were in junior high and high school, and always seemed to be getting into something. As a young man, a career person, and having your own family, I loved you at every stage.
Tell him how proud you were of him.
I am so proud of you, Micah. I'm so proud of what you did for others. You taught us how to help other people grieve. You were always the first one. You always remember the birthdays and the day that they died, and you always cared for their parents. And you taught us how to do that for people. We love you, and we're so proud of you. And we know the distress that you were under, and we didn't always make the right decisions, but we did. We loved you through every minute of it.
Tell him about the guilt that you feel and ask him to forgive you, that you didn't hear him, that you didn't listen.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I just thought you were paranoid or had been drinking or we knew you needed help. We just did not know how to do it. We didn't know how to make it better.
Cheryl, if there's anything you need to say to him about anger, if you're upset with him, you've got to say it. You've got to clear it, or it will block the love, it'll block all of those good feelings. If you're mad at him for getting in this mess, you need to tell him right now.
Why in the world did you say yes when someone asked you if you knew how to put guns together? What in the world were you thinking? Why? That one decision could have changed everything. I
did change it.
Tell him we raised you better than that.
We raised you better. You knew what you were doing. And we told you in our living room to cut that crap out, to talk to police, to tell people what was going on. We know that you were working to protect us, that you thought you were. You thought you were protecting us and others and our family. We know that. But this is no way to live either.
Cheryl, you tell him, I'm making a choice. I'm making a choice right now. I'm going to choose to either hang on to this pain or I'm going to let it go and celebrate your life. You got to make a choice.
I have to choose. I have to choose, Micah. I have to pick. I can't be this. I have to pick either just feel like this every moment or feel better and be at peace with you. I can't live like this. I won't make it. I won't make it if I stay like this.
And we'll love you every day for the rest of our lives.
We will love you every day, the rest of our lives, and the next.
Speaking as Micah would right this split second, Mom, I want you to know.
Mom, I want you to know
that is how much he loved you, how much he was a mama's boy.
Mom, I want you to know I loved you. I would have never brought this on you if I had known what would happen. And you have got to cut this out. You have people to take care of. You need to take care of yourself. You need to get back to work. You have things to do. There's so many people out there that need the insight that you can give.
Mom, I'm sorry for...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of it. I'm sorry for the bad decisions. I'm sorry for not taking your advice. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. It wasn't different.
And lastly, Mom, thank you for loving me.
Mom, thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me when I was in trouble. And when I wasn't. And when I was being obnoxious and when I wasn't. Thank you for loving me.
The Bakersfield 3. Mothers filled with fear.
Are you concerned about your son?
I'm afraid Ryan's gonna die.
And grief.
Speak to Micah as though he were here.
I miss you so much.
All new Dr. Phil. Check your local listings.